I'm now in Australia, and I was walking in the streets, and I realized that each one pick a role, you know. There's the people that they begging money, there's the CEO, there is the people that work in the supermarket. Each one in the society picks a role, and that's how we have the system in the society. And I was thinking, how much different is the person that he's begging for money in the street? He's just sitting there, he just sitting, or she just sitting there quietly. That's a job as well. That's a job as well, you know. We're just picking, as a humans, we're just picking different positions in life. But at the end of the day, we're looking for the same thing in different ways. That teaches me that we're looking for the same thing. The CEO looks for money as well as the person that's begging for money in the street. The difference is the amounts. The CEO gains a much amount, but everybody in society, we look in the same, we have the same needs, so that you unite us. Humans have the same needs, no matter what color you are, nationality, where you live, if you work as a CEO, if you don't work at all and just begging money in the streets. People who have same needs, and that mere fact unite us, you know. And my point is, each one pick a role in the system. And I'm wondering what role I'm picking, because I'm basically very much, I'm wondering. I'm experimenting much in my life, experimenting in job, experimenting in countries, and I'm more than in an observer position, because I see the patterns and how the society works, and I see the sickness as well, because society needs a lot of work, systematic work, psychological work, because you have the individual work and the working to work as a system. We have to heal as individuals and to heal as a system, and not necessarily in this order. It can be the other way around, but because, as I said, well, the chicken comes first or the egg, both simultaneously. We are individuals that we function in a system, so simultaneously those two things have to heal together at the same time. And have my own issues. I'm still trying to figure out what jobs I want to do, how I'm going to do them. I need to obtain more skills, self-worth issues, whatever. But yeah, I realized that each one picking different role to cover the same need. Some people succeeded and need better than the others, but what I like to change in society is to restructure the system, to based in more honesty and more integrity. And I'm gonna say that you're gonna ask me, are you always working with integrity in life? Ideally we should. And truth, no matter how ugly is truth, has its own charm and beauty because it's truth. Truth has no matter how ugly it sounds, it relaxes you. When you say the truth, you feel, I just release, I'm honest. It's very important to open the door to honesty and to just let us surprise what the outcome out of it could be. Just truth. Truth. What do you want? What I want. Some people don't know what they want. Accept it. And from this point, you start figuring it out by how you feel every single moment, how you feel doing this, how you feel dancing, how you feel singing, how you feel eating ice cream. And that's how you're going to discover who you are and what you want, if you don't know who you are and what you want. Sometimes, I am quite a dreamer as a person. That's why the whole name of the channel is Dreamer Christy. And I fantasize a lot of times than do actions, which I would have to do the opposite, basically. And I heard a very wise woman the other day. She was talking about astrology. She said, life is not about discovering so much. It's about it's about a choice. Choose something. What do you want? what you want, which is difficult to find sometimes. What do you want? Because my response to what do I want is how I know what I want if I don't try the things. So my technique is I'm trying. I see if this is working for me. Do I want that? How I know if I want something? If I don't live that thing, I don't experience it. I'm not experiencing it. So my technique is I go to experience the thing, and I see it's working for me. It is sustainable for long term, because maybe it's working for 2 days, but it's not sustainable. I cannot sustain it for long term. That's how I think it's a wise technique to choose what you can do, not for 1 day and 1 week and 1 month, what you see doing for now to the end of your life. Because I haven't, majority of my life I was being a teacher, not a singer. But I had it repressed in me, inside me, because I didn't have the confidence. And suddenly, it was quite abrupt, the process. Suddenly, out of the COVID period, I had a identity crisis, and I said, I want to sing. And I got out and sing. And then I heard all of the negative comments, you're out of tune, you're out of tune, you're out of tune, all the time. And I keep trying, I keep practicing. We're not robots. The voice, it's not, I'm a human. I have the right to be out of tune. I'm not a machine. The voice has its limits. I'm still learning. But I want to be an artist, but I like to sing, but I like to change career. I like change. I thrive out of change. And that's a good technique for me. If somebody doesn't know what they want, try. Though I'm on to the other extreme. I try so much things and I try sometimes. But yeah, I keep that thing that the other, she was an astrologer, she said, that life is not about so much discovery, it's about choice. So, maybe I have to choose something that I see myself doing it for a long time. But then again, I want different, I want change. I don't want one thing for a long time, which is a problem. Professionally speaking, that's a problem. Tell me your opinion. What's your job? What do you like to do? Do you like stability? Do you like change? Do you like change careers? What's your opinion?